So, the reason why I'm pissed is I want to take responsibility for what happened. And I can't because I don't know how to do something. And this actually goes back to a conversation I had with Blondie when I was standing in the back of Papa John's. And he was like, he just has to do something. He doesn't know. And I was like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. And he was like, what? And I was, people, this is a thing. It's kind of weird that this is happening again, but it's probably deliberate. Because when I was in school, teachers did, for some reason, people kept thinking I was smart. And teachers, to teach me a lesson, would deliberately give me an altered test to make sure I failed. Now, learning from what I know from this church, you had to make sure Whitey maintained his confidence, and you had to make sure the black guy lost his. So I would imagine the reason why these tests were rigged were more about ruining my confidence and making sure the white kid kept his. I don't really care, and I don't care because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to keep saying that. Every time I say I don't care, what I mean is there's nothing I can do about it. I can take responsibility for what happened. I can. But I can't because I don't know how to file Pro C. Okay. And when I was talking to Blondie, I was like, okay, Blondie, do something you don't know how to do. And he just stared at me. And then he left, and then he came back, and then he left, and then he came back. And he's like, I don't understand what you're saying. I was like, do something you don't know how to do. And he was, I can't. And I was, exactly. And I remember this look of horror on his face as he realized how fucking stupid what he said to me was. But this is what happens when you appoint a 2-year-old in control. They make stupid 2-year-old decisions. But I want to talk about the whole, me calling these people a 2-year-old, and I'm an adult being driven insane by 2-year-olds. And I'm starting to think the only way to use my wish is to have a 2-year-old's wish, which will be, gee, I wish you to send somebody out to help me file Pro C. I think that's what I'm gonna wish for. And I know they'll go, wait, Bobby, it's too late. You can't. No. I'm going to get my fair day in court. No matter what. Even if it makes no sense. Even if it's completely fucking pointless. That is what's going to happen. And I don't give a rat's ass about any of the other shit. Okay, the fact that this shit is as stupid as it is. Seriously. It is as stupid as it is. If I've learned one thing in life, my mistake in life was being born a brown man, because even Blondie went on about how it couldn't be an N-word that was the savior. And his biggest fucking gripe with me was I was an N-word. And everything he did was because I was an N-word. Okay? That's what drives him. I don't know how... hatred-based psychology right here. I have never been driven by my hatred to the point that I just ruined everything. I restarted a human trafficking ring, and I just ruined everything in life because I'm fucking racist. Okay? Blondie had no problem destroying everything because he's fucking racist. Okay? And classist out the ass, because he couldn't handle the fact that I was poor and I did something amazing, because that's definitely against the rules. You're not allowed to be anything. That's against the natural order. Whoa. Blondie, you want to talk about natural orders? There's no animal in the kingdom, in the world that goes to church. There are no animals that have churches. So you people are definitively against the natural order, but for some reason you like having a baboon brain. And that's something I think you should probably ponder. You need to get your values in alignment. You do not get to be a baboon and go to church. Next week there'll be gorillas building churches to Gorilla God. It'll be great. I'm really sorry I've been yelling at people. I thought trying to goat people into actually helping me would probably work, and it didn't. I think I just successfully made an ass of myself. I mean, it doesn't matter, but whatever. Part of being an adult's being able to apologize, but don't ever tell that to anybody in this church. They physically can't apologize. They do this every time, like a 2-year-old. Kids are joyful and cruel, and everybody in this fucking church is a 2-year-old, so they're joyful and cruel. That's why they pop the LSD. Yeah. I got nothing. I thought about maybe trying the whole committing a crime thing again. It ain't me. It's not. And I don't even know if that would work, and that's my biggest concern, is going to prison for no damn reason would just be really stupid. We need more ways of going to court. Republicans need to stop their shit about making everything hurt as much as it can, making it hurt if you need financial support, making it hurt if you need social security, making it hurt if you need to go to fucking court, okay? That needs to come to an end. Filing Pro C should be a streamlined mixed service, personal belief. You go in, go, this is my complaint, put it in, do all the shit, call me when it's done. Problem solved. Okay? That's how it would be done. In my world, not in this stupid world where Republicans just make things as hard as they can to ruin people's lives and teach the working class a lesson about being the working class. It's myopic. When I was in Acworth, I tried to turn myself in because I took the money. The whole thing that happened with the money was I was poisoned with heavy metals till I was retarded. Blondie brought in the first page of the perjury that I signed. He didn't bring in the entire perjury and told me if I signed that, the church would give me $4,000. And that turned out to be the perjury. I didn't know what it was because I couldn't read. I had photophobia because my eyes were destroyed with heavy metals. That's what happened. But it is technically accepting a bribe of $4,000. And I tried turning myself in, and they sent an assassin out. Okay. I'm tired. There is one thing to wanting to do the right thing. It is an entire another thing when you interfere with somebody doing the right thing. You 2-year-olds, I'll be daddy. Sit on your hands and look at the wall. Sit on your hands and look at the wall. Okay? I'm daddy. Let daddy handle it. These videos are amazing for venting, but never in my life would I ever think I'd be screaming and being pissed off at a camera and uploading it to YouTube so I can evaluate my own behaviors. And I already know the church is bullshit. I remember this shit from Gannon and everybody else. They take your videos and they spin the narrative that you're crazy and they're not doing anything, when actuality just observing people causes fear and anxiety and causes them to act out over time. Yes, just staring at somebody causes them to freak out because there's a neurological sense about it. It's the same reason why prisoners develop bipolar personality disorder. And there's all these mental health issues associated with it. Because it's a bad idea, and it's actually, in other countries, is considered a form of actual torture, believe it or not. Imagine if somebody just came into your house and stared at you. It should never be this hard to do the right thing. Okay? There should be a facilitated system that encourages people, not discourages them. Not, I'm going to punish you for doing the right thing. world doesn't align with my values, and that's just something I probably just need to get over as a person. These people don't have any values. They just follow the rules like good babies. So I even think about that shit because I still remember years ago when I was talking with you have to follow the rules. You have to follow the rules. And he sounded like a 2-year-old. And I don't know why I didn't pick up on it then that he's a 2-year-old. Like, whatever, dude. Yeah. One of the things I've come to terms with is, yeah, I could have been something great. I really could have. I could have changed the world. I could have helped millions of people. I could have fixed so many fucking problems. And that was all stolen from me because everybody stood by and did nothing. But it was stolen from me because it was going to be stolen from me. It is a history in my life. Once again, my teachers used to rig paper. I'm not complaining or anything. I've never even told anybody that. I had an engineering teacher that literally rigged a program on a computer so that it would be extra hard for me. She literally set mine to hard and everybody else's to average. And then was like, "What happened, Bobby? Why did you lose? Oh, blah, blah, you arrogant." I get so fucking tired of people calling me arrogant. I know things. I'm not arrogant. I just happen to know better. The problem is you're stupid and you want me on your level. I am sorry that you don't use complex thought. That is not my fault. You're all matter and no mind. And guess what? Both our ways of life get us through life. I have learned the ways I have learned because of who I am and how I was brought up. You have learned the ways you have learned because you were raped in the ass and drank lead. Once again, baboons and creatures in the wild don't do that to their young, so you're weird. Get over that. Accept it. You're weird. Is there anything else? No. I think the only thing I can try to do again is turn myself into the FBI. I think that is my only option. Yeah. I've said it 100 times, doing the right thing's doing the right thing. It's only with these people is doing the right thing subjective. And what is it? I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. My mind is chaos. I have no definitive right and wrong. I got rid of it. I do the wrong things and the right things. Dude, when you're dealing with a piece of shit that poisons their own wife with heavy metal so they can control them, you're dealing with somebody that has no values and has no morals. Okay? They are strictly self-centered and they only care about what they can get. They do not care about anything else. And that is a miserable existence, and it will always be a miserable existence. Yeah. I let these people live rent-free in my fucking head, but honestly, my head's pretty fucked up from what they did, and once again, no responsibility on their ends. They're not gonna give me the money they owe me, all the damages they caused, all the fucking hell. No! I don't think it matters. Yeah. Maybe some white guy will come along and do it, and then Blondie won't fucking murder his ass. Dude, I still know Blondie's gonna. I still see it in my in my vision. Blondie stealing my glory, doing the thing, virtue signaling for the church, and the church powers back up, gets back to human trafficking and doing all the wrong things, but Blondie's out there smiling ear to ear. I fixed it. Like, great. Whatever, man. And then at the end of it, he's not even going to get punished like I was. And I would argue if Blondie wants my glory, he should have to take everything that comes with it. That means everything that happened to me has to happen to him. And I think that would be fair. But they don't do fairness in this church. They don't believe in it. It's not a thing. So Blondie's going to have easy street no matter what. It's only the brown guy that's poor that has to suffer. Ooh. Neurotic and weird. Yeah. That's why I'm so frustrated. I think I'm just gonna meditate on that. I think I'm already out of time, because I think even if I did file pro se, it would take a couple months for the legal case to go through, and I don't think I have a couple months. The last time this shit happened, I had like a year and a half before they popped on me and then told me I owed the church money, and then I told them the girl that told me that was in the office told me I wasn't allowed to pay them because I'm a church leader, and I didn't understand what was going on, why they wouldn't accept my money, and then they got mad, and then, dude, they make no sense because they don't follow their own damn rules, okay? My best life is just going somewhere to be fucking alone. I absolutely hate the world. I hate the legal system. I hate the way everything is set up. And like, one that despairs in his own helplessness. What the fuck am I supposed to do? You can write it down below in the fucking comments. What do you want me to do?